Alright, YouTubers and TikTokers. Yeah. Got a good one for you this week. My neighbor, moving yesterday. She made arrangements. She's told me a while back she was moving. So, what gets me is truck shows up yesterday, and they had called First Class Movers. From what I'm understanding, this other company from Maryland, First Class Movers, she did not make a, I guess you phone, call the people and get your stuff moved. But she did not. She was making arrangements with another company. They just showed up here at her house. And good thing I have the keys to the house, and I'm watching the property. And which is, and I'm standing here, I'm sitting in my house. I hear this truck outside in front of my house, loud, noisy, and whatnot. And I'm like, what? Let me look. And here was this, what was it? Good job moving, or something like that. Or the right job. Moving company. And I'm standing here talking with the guy, and he pulls up on his phone. He shows me the invoice and everything and how much it's going to cost. And that she calls him on his phone, and I'm talking to her, and I'm like, hey, the movers are here. And she's like, wait a minute, they came yesterday. Big old yellow truck yesterday. I should have took pictures of that yellow truck. And it had no names on the side. No name on the side. It was it was like Big Bird color yellow. Big Bird colored yellow. Okay? And it was rolled on. You could tell it was roll paint. So I'm standing there, and I'm talking to the guys, and basically what I think happened is, I don't know how this other company knew she was moving, unless she made double orders for people to come move her. But these guys showed up. They showed me the actual paperwork. These guys look professional. They're all wearing the same t-shirt. The other guys yesterday showed up in a smaller truck. This truck was huge. This one that just came was huge. Compared to the other one, she could have fit her whole house and not left the table and whatever else that she left over there in the house for the guy that bought the house. And that's unexpected too. That she just up and moving. She just called these people and moved her stuff out of the blue. So I don't know what's going on. But it's just kind of weird. Everything about the whole situation. She's up and moving, and now she's got to locate her stuff. Her stuff, yes. She's got to locate her stuff. Oh, man. Right now, she told me to tell those guys to leave and go and make money, but they deadheaded all the way from Virginia to here to take her stuff to Maryland. And, yeah. So now they're deadheading back to Virginia without a load, without being paid. I don't know if there's a $450 refund, $450 money that needs to change hands. So, so what is she paying? She's going to end up paying first. These first the people yesterday in the yellow truck. She's going to end up paying them. Because according to the guy that showed me the invoice here, it's a $4,700 bill to move from here to take. And then she didn't even get all her stuff. I got a freezer in my garage. I got there's a bed upstairs plus a few other things. There's a couple things upstairs. Oh, in the attic there's children's toys. There's children's toys in the attic. So they didn't get the children's toys. The freezer in my garage. There was stuff left. Oh, yeah. So this is I'm like sitting here on the edge of my seat because what do I do? And then every time she keeps calling the guy that I'm standing with. She's not calling that first class movers that was there yesterday. She's talking to the guy that come today because she confirmed it that they would be here at 11 o'clock. Well, they're here at like 1. And she's talking to him saying, hey, what, are you going to be at my house? And he shows up and he says, yeah, we're here. We're going to be here. And then he calls her and she says, I'm going to be there in 2 minutes. And yeah, so it's a whole mixed up thing. I can tell you what. That's what I'm mixed up in today. So she's not going to have her stuff. So there's a yellow truck out there being painted probably white or some other color, and she's out her belongings. And she even confirmed things with the guy. That they were showing up on Wednesday. What's today? Wednesday. Yeah, today's Wednesday. And the other truck showed up on Tuesday. And, yeah. And these guys that showed up looked more professional. They had shirts. They had moving blankets. They had boxes and tape and tools. They had tools. I seen a whole tool belt. So, and then she went with the crappy company that showed up the day prior that she didn't have confirmed. But how did this other company find out that she was moving? And then they made her sign contracts. Made her sign contracts. The people that showed up. So I'm standing there talking to the boss of the crew that just showed up now. He's standing there naming names, and I'm telling her over the phone the names of the people that she should be talking to. And turn around and then she like texts me, and she said, "Hey, could Belle, because the dog likes to come over and run around in the yard with my two and play with my dogs." And that's what started this whole thing. I went over and then stood there, and then I was trying to help her. After the moving truck left, she backed her car down, and then she was trying to get whatever was left that she could get in her vehicle. But there's still stuff left. There's a nice, big, huge table with chairs, and then the bed upstairs. I almost have the nerve to go. It's just me. I would go over and get that bed for one of my bedrooms. I have no beds in my bedrooms. But yeah, it's just seriously, I can't believe this. I'm just wondering if she was scammed. But how did they know? How did they know? And sorry, this is what we were looking for yesterday for her dog, and here it is. And yeah, it's just amazing that the gall of some people to take business, and who knows, they stole her stuff. They stole her whole house, almost her whole house, her family belongings, and that's my worst case scenario, that they stole this stuff. I can't believe this. I mean, where? Okay, I gotta think about this, because there's some stuff over there that I can't get the table myself. That's going to take... I should have asked the moving guys. Could have moved that table into my garage with the chairs. Could have moved the bed over here into my house. But yeah, I mean, it's just the gall of some people. I mean, and the first company didn't seem all that how can I say, professional. It was about a 30 maybe 30 to 40-year-old Spanish guy, and then two young like in their early 20s that were here yesterday, and it was a smaller truck. There was a smaller truck, and then yeah, so I don't know what to tell. I'm waiting to see, but I'm sure she's like losing her mind right now, because her stuff should have been there by now. Because if she left at 8 o'clock here, and she ends up in Maryland around 10 o'clock, so 2 hours, man, you gotta be, you gotta be booking. You gotta be like, unless it's not almost in Maryland, maybe it's on the border. I don't really know exactly where she moved to, but it takes about 2 hours to get. I imagine straight down 81. So, yeah. I'm mind blown. I'm sitting here trying to figure this out, and then the guy's on the phone with his boss, and his boss is named Fred. And she's saying something about Dana, and here it's totally two different companies. She made with the second company that showed up. The first company she didn't make nothing with. They just showed up, and then she signed contracts while they were here moving her out. And so, and she does not have none of her stuff. They said it was going to take 2 days. Well, they loaded her up. Well, it's already like, what, 2 in the afternoon here? Oh, no, it's like 1:30. It's 1:30 already. 1:30 already, and no truck has shown up. And when she's calling and he's the guy that I was talking to, is like, we'll be there in 2 minutes. And here she's thinking that they're showing up down there in 2 minutes. So this truck, this yellow truck that has her stuff, is MIA. So, yeah. Everything that meant anything to her Well, besides what she put in the car, the 2 TVs and some laundry and some clothes and whatnot in her car. I mean, like furniture and whatever else is gone, or wherever it is. I mean, it should have been there by now. I mean, yeah, it's on 30. So, I'm sorry, but I'm just rambling on about this, and I just can't believe it. I'm shocked. And I seriously, I don't know what to do about it. I'm just basically looking over the house. You know, I cleaned up the first floor. There's stuff in the basement. But the guy that bought the place, the guy that really bought the place, he's going to deal with probably getting one of those big garbage bins and tossing whatever she left behind. But if I do see that guy, Brandon is his name. If I see him, I'm going to ask him if I can get some help to get the bed out and the table. Get the table out, unless he wants to keep it. But I would really like the bed for one of my bedrooms, and I would like the table, because it's a really big, thick table. I mean, that thing would last through a hurricane, tornado. I think that thing's built sturdier than the bridge that collapsed. Yeah. So anyway, like, share, subscribe, and comment in the what do you think of this situation? Or do you guys know of scams where trucks have been showing up and taking people's crap and not legitimately being the original company? Because I don't understand how the yellow truck showed up if she had a phone number to the guy, because she called him on the phone, and I said, "Hey, this is Earl. I'm here with the movers." So just put it in the comments. You know, wow. I don't know. Yeah. All right, I gotta go.